What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Phillip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, make sure y'all click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, make sure y'all click that subscribe button, click the bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Today's video is a episode review of one of my favorite shows, Chappelle Show. This is season 2, episode 13 review. Pretty much the last episode of Chappelle Show, if you want me to be technical about that. But without further ado, let's begin. We start off the very last episode of season 2 with a sketch called Profiles in Courage. On this one, we talk about a guy named Cyrus Holloway, who in 1954 had used a bathroom that was for whites only. And the police immediately came there and they brought the dogs in, and they had turned the water hose on him. And he's like, my butt! And then he was jailed immediately. And it ended up sparking outrage in the community. This took place in Alabama. And then a guy by the name of Reverend Watson, he talked about the situation. He's like, my brothers and sisters, we must not run away. We gotta let the water from the water hose get us. And then police showed up, and then they started spraying people with the water hose. And next thing you know, Cyrus Holloway is now free. And by the time it gets to later years, of course, 04, I would say, he talks about how he was young in this situation, of course, he was like a young adult in this situation. Now he's older and shit. Well, that's neither here nor there, but, yeah, things had worked out, and that was the end of Profiles in Courage. Then we have A Moment in the Life of Little John, featuring the real Lil Jon. Yep, this one was hilarious. You got Dave playing as Lil Jon, and then you have the real Lil Jon, the rapper Lil Jon. They was conversing with each other. They both was like, "What?" And then Lil Jon was like, "Yeah, what? Okay." And then out of nowhere, Oprah calls up Lil Jon, but with Dave, not the rapper Lil Jon, but with Dave playing as Lil Jon. He's like, "They calling me," and she's like, "Lil Jon, I'm having your baby." And then that's when then he calls Lil Jon back. He's like, "It was Oprah. She says she's having our baby." What? Ah! And then Lil Jon was like, "Bye, nigga." And that was the end of that sketch. And then we have the final sketch of season 2. Or last episode, if you really want me to be technical. So, here we go. The Black Tony, or the Black Bush sketch. We have Jamie Foxx in the sketch as well, and a list of other people who was in the sketch as well. In this sketch, Dave plays as a black president and shit. He wants to talk about things that he's willing to take care of and whatnot, and excuse me, talk about other stuff as well. He even at one point while he's at the podium, somebody was like, "Are you sure it was uranium?" He was like, "Sure, of course I'm sure, bitch." And then it was somebody who's played by rapper Mos Def. He shows up. And he's like, "What's good? Create a fucking civilization." He's like, "I just came back with Jib, my man Jib, and we got some motherfucking orange cake, some yellow cake. Niggas out here getting yellow cake. And then the reporter was like, one of the writers was like, "Are you sure it was yellow cake?" He said, "Y'all niggas don't believe me? Look, I got this. I got the yellow cake wrapped in this secret CIA napkin." And the old guy was like, "Don't drop that shit. Don't drop that shit." Right, the guy, you don't drop that shit. Fucking right. And then he started talking about when you worry about the moon and all some other things and whatnot. And I think that sums up the last sketch, which was the Black Bush sketch. And that was about it. Except for we get one last musical performance. But this one is from the one and only Big Boy of OutKast, rapping one of the songs off of the Speaker Box / Love Below album called The Rooster. Get down. And then he was like, "I like to thank OutKast, Big Boy of OutKast. I like to thank my studio audience. I like to thank my viewers at home. We done shook up the world. We're out." And that was the end of season 2. And pretty much the whole show. And yep, I did it. I finally completed every single episode review of the Chappelle Show. It's been a long journey. Started this about 3 years ago, and we fast forward to 3 years later. We finally made it. We finally made it. I'd like to say thank y'all for tuning into this video. Make sure y'all click the like button down below. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure y'all click the subscribe button. Click the bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to add me on social media at YoungPhilip_00. That's Instagram, Snapchat, Ron361005, and TikTok at YoungPhilip00. With that being said, I'm out.